Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today, for the sake of the global players out there, I've seen a lot of people talking about the anniversary losing a lot of its hype with some of the stuff that has been announced on JP, and especially with this new release of this Goku. People are obviously very, very excited for him. He's not going to come out on global until November. So a lot of people are questioning like just how good or how valuable the anniversary is going to be. And I'd already seen, we've talked about this on previous videos, people talking about potentially skipping the anniversary banners to wait for the worldwide celebration, because the worldwide celebration LRs not only are usually very good, but those banners are always stacked, right? And they will feature the return of the World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr. So I wanted to highlight this unit in particular, right? The GT Duo, Base Form Kid Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. These guys are one of the headliners for the anniversary, and they get a huge buff from this Goku, right? Not only is he on their team, because they are a Power of Wishes leader, which has been massively buffed by units like the LR Bulma, but of course they are on his 200% leader skill as well, because he leads GT heroes, and then Pure Saiyans is the one of the extra 30%, right? So they are on this new Goku's full 200% leader skill team. And whilst they can build up to a point where you could kind of get away with using them in slot 1, they're not really a slot 1 unit, so they're yet another unit that benefits from this Goku being an absolute beast in slot 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then yeah, we can get 24 key for you, because remember, these guys, both the anniversary LRs, they launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super when you get 18 key, and then you get a guaranteed additional super if you get 24 key, and then these guys build up 10% damage reduction up to 50 with each super attack performed. So they obviously need to super 5 times, but if you get 24 key, like, you're getting at least 2 supers guaranteed on the first turn. The 70% one from their passive could be a super, and then you could get the hidden potential as well. So on their best turn, you could get 4 super attacks, right? And I mean, they're starting off at 10 mil for their first super here. We have got Bulla on the team for the support. I brought some support units on this run because we didn't have any on the previous one with the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because we were running a full power team. But yeah, I really wanted to try and show these guys off. I think I might do another separate video. I really want to see the LR Super Saiyan 4s from the 7th year, like with this new Goku, because again, massively benefit from having a really good slot 1 partner. And if you can kind of hide them and get them built up, because in some of these tougher events, obviously past the first turn when their guard runs out, they could potentially be a little bit of a liability. But thanks to Goku being such a good tank, I mean, you saw in that previous video I did with the Limit Breaker Goku, we had a turn where we could put full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the tech one, in slot 1 because there were no attacks, and then just put Goku in slot 2 to do all the tanking. And if you get into situations like that with the 7-year LR Super Saiyan 4s, then obviously they're going to massively benefit from that scenario as well, right? You put them in slot 1, get a couple more super attacks to get that extra build up, and then they're going to be looking pretty good. So I'm going to take the risk of doing this. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku could get blasted by a super from Frieza here. He does of course have the 30% chance to counter. It is interesting that this is the first standalone Super Saiyan 4 Goku that doesn't have a super attack counter, but I mean, considering everything else that he does, maybe that would make him a little bit too OP. Like, he's already arguably the best unit in the game now. If he had a super attack counter as well, even if it was only 30%, I think that would be easily enough to push it to the point of him being almost undoubtedly the best unit in the game, right? Especially with the most recent update, so that super attack counters work even against enemies that disable dodge, and that just makes it even more valuable. So apparently he's just not going to super this turn, which is fine. So the GT Duo got 3 super attacks on the previous turn, so they have 30% damage reduction. So we'll see what that stacks up to here on the next turn. We do have the support from this Gohan and Goten. We will kill, so I don't have to worry about them taking damage. Now, with the actual Goku himself, they say share GT, Fierce Battle, Prepared for Battle, and Legendary Power. So pretty decent set of links. Obviously GT and Prepared for Battle are both key links, getting extra stats at level 10. And both these units get extra key from certain key orbs and stuff as well. So this does work out quite nicely. I guess, yeah, we want them to get their super attack. So what are they at on this turn with the support? Yeah, they're at 336. See, the difference between them and the Boo duo is they don't build up defense, they build up damage reduction. And that's why I was saying they don't necessarily become a super good slot 1 unit even when they are fully built up. Because whilst they do raise defense on both of their supers, 18 key and 12, so if you get the more supers you get, the more defense they get. But in slot 1, they're just looking at 336k. Now, fully built up, they're 50% damage reduction. But that means if they're taking a super attack from a boss that, let's say, does like 1.5 million, 50% damage reduction, that drops it to 750,000. Then with this defense, they're still taking like 400k. So, not the best slot 1 unit, but once they get their supers off, that's when they can start to look really, really good. Which is why, again, this Goku, super good for a lot of these units, right? Really strong slot 1 units is what Dokkan wants. A lot of people's big issue with Vegeta and Trunks as the Tanabata unit last year was that they seemed very much locked into slot 1, especially after the first 5 turns, right? Because then that was the only way they had guard. And then they got some extra stats in slot 1. Now this Goku does get some extra stats and he gets extra damage reduction, but his stats are so high even in slot 2 and he still has 20% damage reduction that he's still really good, not in slot 1, but he can fulfill that role if you need him to, so that obviously does make him very, very good. So got the last 2 supers that we need for them now to be fully built up. Should be looking good here. This should get us enough attacks to get this Goku actually to his standby, which, as I said, should be working now. Although obviously the point of the video really is just to kind of show off the the GT duo on his team. So how much is Goku taking from this Frieza? Remember, this AGL Frieza can still hit reasonably hard. Yeah, double digit damage with no defensive support. Because remember, Bulla only gives attack to the rotation. So she's also on the Goku full 200% lead because just like God Goku, he has Hybrid Saiyans in his leader skill even though he is not a Hybrid Saiyan. So Hybrid Saiyans and Pure Saiyans are the extra 30% for his leader skill. So that is pretty good because it means any sort of build of a GT Heroes team, apart from units like Giru, I guess, any of the like Trunkses, Pans, Bulla, they're all getting the full 200% lead from this Goku, as well as the actual like pure Saiyan, like the Super Saiyan 4s and all that kind of stuff, right? I guess the only difference technically is the actual already fused versions of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because of course he's not on Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans, so he would only get a 170 leader skill from this Goku, which is a bit of a shame, but obviously we have the LR. See, this is a rotation where, again, what I was saying before about not necessarily being the best slot 1 unit, 300k defense now that we have no support would definitely be kind of scary putting them in slot 1. But, I mean, this Goku wants to be hit, whereas the GT duo, they build up the ability to be able to take hits a little bit better, but they don't specifically want to get hit, right? I mean, technically, to do their active skill, well, their standby, they do need to be hit 4 times, so that is true, but you want them to get built up early enough that you don't have to worry about it, right? Because once they've supered here now, we got 24 key, so we're getting 2 supers guaranteed, which means they're going to be at least like 500k defense with 50% damage reduction. And then we do have the potential for 2 extra supers as well. Now, I would like to get the standby, but obviously this Goku does so much damage, you know, especially he has the chance to crit on his 18 key super. The biggest problem is this Goku is so powerful that there's not really that many events where you can like really see his full potential, because he needs to get hit 5 times, then you stand by and you've got to wait till at least like the next turn to be able to transform him. So I could imagine there's going to be quite a few of these events where you probably won't even get to see him transform, or if you prioritize him taking hits so you can get him transformed into the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then units like the GT duo here are not getting their attacks, or being attacked, right? Getting their hits in. So, don't kill him. Okay, good, they're initially normal. Oh, but they crit and killed him, nice. I was going to say, because that would have been 2 more hits there. See, this is the problem with when RNG goes your way, sometimes when you don't want it to, because we got the extra super from their passive. So let's go ahead and use the standby here. Exchange into Oob. We do change orbs as well, so we should be able to pick up so many int orbs on this turn that there's no way we don't charge the fully charge the exchange. Now, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku again could be in a spot of trouble here. It's going to be very interesting to see what the sort of optimal team builds are going to be for this guy. Because, like, putting together a GT Heroes team, there are a lot of these units. Like, I wanted to run this Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku just because of the links. Obviously, once he's exchanged, the links aren't so good. But, yeah, some of the units are not necessarily the most, like, you know, crazy OP anymore. But, oh, wow. Are we fully charged already? Yeah, okay, we are. Alright, well. As long as Gohan and Goten don't get supered at the end, we should be okay. Oh, perfect. He's going to super attack. Ooh. Nope. Oh, this is an unarmed super attack as well. Nice. Frieza and Cell, when we did the video earlier, the giant form rage like Cell, did an unarmed super. So yeah, we just take no damage. And then with the support we're getting, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku should take no damage. Because remember, when exchanged into the Oob or standby, they're giving defensive support to all allies as well. Now with a double super, this Goku should take double-digit damage, right? Yeah. Nice. And what about Gohan and Goten? Man, when eventually, I know they're too new for that still, but like when they get an EZA, boy, they will be really, really good for this GT Heroes team. Because there's the Goten and Trunks as well, because they only support Goku family and Vegeta family separately. That means they don't support any of the Goku and Vegeta units, which means since they wouldn't be providing any support to the GT duo, that's why I didn't want to bring them. But yeah, I mean, we're probably not even, again, this is what I say, we're not going to get the standby into the full power Goku because, yeah, like what can we do here? Now imagine if we could use the standby with these guys. 80% attack support. So that's with, we've got the Bulla support as well. We've got 630k defense with this Goku with no defense support on this rotation. Yeah, looking pretty good. I guess Orb doesn't really matter. Will we kill him this turn? I guess it depends how many additionals and such the GT duo actually do here. Of course, this could all come horribly undone if he decides to super attack at the end and Bulla doesn't dodge. But yeah, 12 mil. So now imagine if we had the GT boys exchanged, we're looking at like, what, 16, 17 million fairly easily. And if we already had this Goku transformed, yeah, just the sheer amount of damage that he could be putting out would be crazy. And then these guys are up to 15 million with at least one more super guaranteed to come, whilst having, you know, 500k defense, 50% damage reduction. Yeah, look at that. Basically 11 million on their 12 key super. So, I mean, if you're on the fence about the anniversary because you really, really want this Goku, like, this Goku and Vegeta unit are just so good, like, to run alongside him. And if you can get into the situation where you get their standby, not only does it make you invincible because you get the revival, but you're getting 80% attack support. And I mean, that was on a run, like, I know the Frieza event, whilst it's not the hardest one, these are some of the longer ones. Like, we didn't get to actually transform into full power Goku or get the standby with these guys. And they are just absolutely ridiculous. What I could do, I guess, I could bring, because the private server actually allows me to do that. Let's, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go into attempt again. And then we will go to our team formation here. And then let us take off this guy and put on the already transformed version. So then we can kind of cheat and see exactly what they would be looking like. So I need to make sure I put Goku on first. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll put, where's the standby Vegeta? There he is. And then let's jump back in here. We're going to get them on the same turn. No, of course not. One of them's in slot 7. All right, let me cut and come back. Okay, so literally second attempt, and we have the perfect rotation to see these guys on, right? So imagine you do manage to get your exchange go off. You've got the standby with this Vegeta, and then look, we even have Goten and Trunks there. Oh, sorry, Goten and Gohan there as well for the extra support. So this Goku, remember, he needs to get hit to get some extra build-up as well, but he is getting an insane amount of support on this rotation. So we'll go ahead and do this. Grab these, and then grab these. And then what is he going to give us? Because he's going to get hit first as well, so he's getting his full buffs here. He's in slot 1, so he's got 50% damage reduction, so obviously that does nothing. And what do we get? 26 million, which has a 70% chance to crit. So, yeah, pretty good, while being almost invincible in slot 1. And then he does that kind of damage. So, yeah, the GT duo, very, very good. Even as like a floating unit on teams, right, because of that standby ability, gives you the revival and the ridiculous amount of attack support, makes them incredibly good. So for those of you who are getting a little bit sort of on the fence or a little bit concerned about, you know, how good the anniversary is still going to be for global, just remember that this unit that is coming out, the GT, Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, are still one of the best units in the game and are made better by the release of this Goku that will be coming out for us in November. And the thing is, it's like, if you play global, you just have to be aware that that's how it is, right? Until they decide to sync the games, if they ever do, global is just always behind. So if every time a new powerful thing comes out on JP, it makes you not want to summon for the thing that's about to come out on global, you might as well not play global, because that's just what's always going to happen, right? But this unit is still super good, and Goku just makes them even better. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I'm definitely looking forward to them actually arriving in the game. And yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.